Hi American Golf, my name is Mike Lee and I'm the Ping's European Fitting Manager. I've been with Ping now for just about 2 years and I've been very fortunate with my career that I've been able to work with the likes of Mr. Westwood, Miguel Angel Jimenez, amongst other celebrities. I'm a PGA golf professional. I've been in golf for the last sort of 12 years and I kind of went down the business route and did a master's degree in business before completing my PGA. Okay. Probably my most famous story is the fact that we're lucky enough to welcome certain celebrities to the Ping headquarters over in Gainsborough, and probably most recently our most famous visitor, which might be a bit of a wow factor, was we recently fitted Kylie Minogue. So very fortunate to look after Kylie and provide her with Ping golf equipment. Okay, so for 2014 we've got a great product range that you guys will hopefully enjoy selling. The first product that I want to talk about is our driver range. So we're offering 2 drivers for this year. We're offering the G25 driver and the I25 driver. What I want to try and do is give you a little bit of an overview of the product so that you get some nice USPs for the product that you can go ahead and use to sell your range. So the I25 driver is new out. It came out in February this year. It's a traditional shaped 460cc head with a traditional matte black finish. And the first thing you'll notice with the I25 driver is that it's an adjustable driver. We adjust it by half a degree in either direction, in a plus or a minus setting. And we offer 3 different loft types with the I25 driver. We offer an 8.5, a 9.5, or a 10.5 degree driver. And by having that flexibility of being able to add half a degree or take half a degree of loft off, it means that we can fit drivers from 8 degrees all the way up to 11 degrees. Now the thing that's worth remembering with our adjustable drivers is that when you add a little bit of loft, it closes the face slightly, and when you take a little bit of loft off, it opens the face slightly. So remember that when it comes to fitting. With the I25 you'll also see there's a little bit of tungsten weight in the sole of the golf club, which means that it's a very forgiving driver. Okay. From the top down, you'll notice that we've put and introduced some new racing stripes, so our painted racing stripes, which gives a great visual appeal to the player. And it's as wide as a golf ball, so from an address point of view it helps you align up properly, and then from a takeaway point of view it helps you take away the golf club on the right line. Okay, so it's a unique racing stripe dedicated to Ping. When it comes to the shafts, we offer a PWR family of shafts, our performance weighting responsiveness shafts, and we offer 3 different varieties of shaft. We offer the PWR 55, the PWR 65, and the PWR 75. Okay? So we do various flexes in each of the different weight categories. Now the one thing to remember with the PWR family of shafts is that it doesn't matter whether you put the lightest, most flexible shaft in, so the PWR 55 regular flex, or whether you put in a PWR 75 Tour X shaft, which is our heaviest and stiffest shaft. Whichever shaft you put in, the swing weight of the golf club will not change. Okay, so we've tailored these high balance point shafts to make sure that whichever shaft goes into the head of the golf club, the swing weight will remain the same, which is often an oversight when it comes to fitting drivers. Okay, so that's the I25, a great new product, and best of luck selling that. Our second driver range is the G25. So the G25 you guys are all familiar with. It came out in February 2013 and has been probably our biggest seller, and it's been a fantastic driver for us. So again with the G25, just to run over some of the USPs, you'll notice that the G25 driver is an adjustable driver, but as opposed to the I25 there's 4 loft availabilities with the G25 driver. So there's an 8.5, a 9.5, a 10.5 and a 12 degree driver. Okay. With the G25, if you do a comparison between G and I, you'll notice from the bottom and from the top down, you'll notice that the G25 head is slightly more elongated. So you'll see from front to back a slightly longer head in the golf club. The G25 is our most forgiving driver. It's a high launching driver, and the reason it's a high launching driver is that with that elongated head, it means that we can put our centre of gravity as low and as far back from the face as we possibly can, so that it means that the golf club and the golf ball will launch high from impact. And it's also a low spinning driver as well. So you can launch the ball high, low spin means you're going to get the ultimate distance. Okay. Again, 460cc head, and again in the traditional matte black finish. And you'll also notice that the G25 driver is the Masters champion, Bubba Watson won it at the Masters this year using the G25 driver. His unfortunately isn't matte black, his is a little bit different and a bit bright pink. So I want to introduce you to our latest range of putters. Since 1966, when we created the best-selling putter of all time, the Answer putter, we've gone from strength to strength with our putter range, and this year's no exception. We've recently just introduced the Carston TR putter range. So the Carston TR that you can see here is finished in a 17-4 stainless steel head. It's got what we call a copper PVD finish, so it gives that nice coppery finish on the golf club. You'll also notice that it's got white grooves milled into the face of the putter. Now, you heard me describe the putter as Carston TR. Now, TR stands for True Roll, which is all about the technology in the face of the putter. Okay? So normally when you hit a putt and you hit it out the middle, it produces the most amount of ball velocity, so the ball leaves the face fastest that it possibly can. Whenever you normally hit a putt from the heel or the toe of a putter, the ball is almost like a dead putt. It doesn't go as far, it doesn't travel as great a distance. So whether you hit it from the heel or the middle, you've got a lot of inconsistency with your putting. So what our engineers in America decided to do was try and improve the consistency of people's putting. Okay? So they introduced the TR technology. So by introducing a slightly deeper groove in the center of the putter, it meant that when the putter head makes contact with the ball sticks to the face a little bit longer and doesn't leave as fast from the face. And then we made the grooves in the heel and the toe a little bit shallower, so that when it makes contact with a golf ball in the heel or the toe of the putter, the golf ball leaves the face faster than it used to. So the theory behind it is that whether you hit the ball from the heel, the center, or the toe of the putter, the ball's going to leave at pretty much the same velocity, and therefore your distance control will greatly improve using the TR technology. Okay? So we offer the TR technology in two different putter ranges. The Carston TR that you can see here in the copper PVD finish, but then also the Scottsdale TR that you guys have had in store since February last year, which is the black PVD finish. Now, a couple of the main differences between the Carston TR and the Scottsdale TR is, other than the colour, you'll notice with the Scottsdale TR that the face is actually an insert, so the TR technology is inserted into the face, whereas with the Carston TR, the grooves are milled into the face. Okay, so a little bit of a difference between the two. The other feature with our putters is that they become available in adjustable. Okay, so we've got an adjustable feature that sits just below the grip, which gives you great flexibility when it comes to fitting for the length of the golf club. This allows the putter to be adjusted from 31 inches all the way up to 38 inches, and that's a patented adjustable feature that's unique to Ping. Okay. We also talk, when it comes to putters, we offer stroke types. So we do 3 different varieties of stroke types. So when you get fit for your putters, it's important not only to be fit for length, but also to be fit for the right stroke type as well. So we do 3 different stroke types. We do what we call a straight arc, we do a slight arc, and we do a strong arc. And depending on the amount of rotation you have on the putter head, from the back of your putter stroke through to impact, will determine which variety of putter will best suit you. And you'll notice on all the shafts of our putters is various different coloured stickers, which will indicate whether the putter is a face balance putter, a mid-hang putter, or a toe hang putter. So when you fit someone for stroke, not only make sure that you get the right stroke type, but also make sure you get the right length to really enhance your putter fitting experience. So if I introduce you to our S55 iron, it's our tour style iron, if you'd like to call it that. The S55, again, Masters champion 2014, as used by Bubba Watson. His is actually a left-handed version as opposed to a right-handed version. But our S55 iron, like I say, is a nice, compact head. It's got a little bit of tungsten weight in the toe of the golf club to offer ultimate forgiveness. With it being a compact head, it means it's a workable iron. Okay, so the tour players out on tour, majority of them are using the S55 iron. It allows them the opportunity to work the ball from right to left, from left to right. Okay, it's available 3 iron through to pitch and wedge. It comes in this nice satin chrome finish, and it's a great looking, pretty sexy golf club. The CTP weight, the custom tuning port weight that sits in the back of the head, has been almost delved into the sole of the golf club, so you can't see it as you used to be able to on the S56 range. So it gives a nice finish to the golf club. With S55, we offer 3 different varieties of shaft as standard. We offer our Ping proprietary CFS steel shaft, which is available in various different flexes. But with the S55 head, we offer the dynamic gold, R300, S300 and X100 shafts at no upcharge, and we also offer the KBS Tour shaft in regular, stiff and extra stiff as extra fitting options for you out on the shop floor. Okay, very popular. Majority of our Tour players use it. You look at Bubba Watson, Hunter Mayan, Miguel Angel Jimenez are all using the S55 iron, so it is our Tour style golf club that's out there. Let's go other end to casting. So to introduce a new range of product that Ping have released from February this year, it's a new iron range called Cast and Iron. It's what we call a blended set, so it's a mix between the iron and the hybrid. So we find this particularly beneficial for people with slower swing speeds. It's kind of our ultimate forgiveness when it comes to iron design. So what you'll notice with the Cast and Iron is that it's got quite a large sole. So not only has it got a large sole from front to back, but it's also got a larger head from heel to toe. Now what I mean by that is that it allows us to not only put the centre of gravity position in the right place for the head, so it means that we can move that CG position as low and as far back from the face as we possibly can. So it helps the iron to launch the golf ball and get the golf ball in the air. But also the fact that it's longer from heel to toe, it means that the sweet spot, if you like, is larger, so your off-centered strikes are going to be better. So it's the ultimate forgiveness iron. Now what we get with the Cast and Iron is what we call progressive lengths and progressive lofts. Now what I mean by that is that we've actually tweaked the lofts a little bit, so they're a little bit stronger in the lower irons. And also with the length as well, we actually make the golf club a little bit longer throughout the set. So in your 7 iron, it works out about 1/4 of an inch longer than our standard length shaft. And in a 5 iron, it goes up to 1/2 inch. And it progressively goes from 1/2 inch at 5 iron, 1/4 inch at 7 iron, and back to standard length in the wedges. Now the reason we do that is that it allows the player to gap their golf clubs. Now when somebody's got a slower swing speed, we find that the longer irons all tend to go the same kind of distance. So by introducing stronger lofts and slightly longer golf clubs, it allows the player to hit the golf ball further and get some gapping distances between the 7, the 6 and the 5 iron. Now if the player struggles with the low irons, then we can introduce our hybrids that are part of the set and come in at the same price. So we offer a 3, a 4 and a 5 hybrid, which is a 3, 4 or 5 iron replacement in the set. The hybrids are standard length, as they are in the G and I range, but they come with ultimate forgiveness. Okay? So the hybrids are extremely easy to hit, extremely easy to get the golf ball in the air, and they perform extremely well for players of all abilities. We offer in the shaft, in the iron, it's what we call a CFS distance shaft, which means it's the progressive length shaft. So a little bit different to the standard CFS that you get in the majority of products. And in the graphite version, we offer a new shaft called the KS401, available in various different flexes as well. Okay, so 2 shaft offerings when it comes to the casting range: the graphite KS401 and the steel CFS distance. So to introduce the new I-25 iron, it came out in February 2014, so it's our latest iron offering along with the cast and iron. Now the I-25 is following on from the great success that we had with the I-20 iron, a great looking iron, 17.4 stainless steel head with what we call a satin chrome finish on it, so it gives it that quite attractive look to the golf club. With the I-25 you get a nice thin top line and not too much cavity in the back of the golf club, so it's also a workable iron, so you can manoeuvre the ball from left to right and right to left. It's also what we call a progressive set design. And what I mean by progressive set design is it means that the 3 iron and the 4 iron are a larger heel to toe size golf club and also front to back size golf club than our short irons. So what that means is that in the 3 and the 4 iron, the golf clubs that people generally struggle to get the golf ball in the air and we need the extra forgiveness, we've made the golf club slightly bigger. So it means that we've been able to manoeuvre the centre of gravity position low and far back from the face of the 3 and the 4 and the 5 iron, so that it helps the golfer launch the golf ball. However, when it comes to the 8 iron, the 9 iron, the pitching wedge, we've made the head slightly more compact with slightly less offset, slightly less cavity, so it means that the player can get a more penetrating flight in the golf ball. Okay. So the I-25 comes from 3 to pitching wedge. We then offer it in a U wedge, a sand wedge, and a lob wedge. When it comes to shafts, our proprietary shaft is the Ping CFS shaft, and that's available in soft regular, regular, stiff, and extra stiff in the steel. And then we offer the graphite option of our TFC 189, again in soft regular, regular, and stiff shafts. Okay, our G25 iron, which has been out since February 2013, is kind of our game improvement iron. Now what I mean by game improvement is it gives the player the best opportunity to improve their game. Okay? So with the G25, it'll help generate extra distance, it'll help produce high trajectory ball flights, but also at the same time produce ultimate forgiveness. Okay? We have what we call progressive sole widths that you've seen in the I series. And what we mean by progressive sole widths is that we've made the lower irons, the longer irons, slightly wider in the sole so that we can maneuver and individually place the CG positioning. And then in the shorter irons, we've moved the CG a little bit further forward, a little bit closer to the face to produce a more penetrating ball flight. With G25, it's kind of what we call a sleek head design. So from the top down, it's got quite a thin top line, and from the bottom, you can see that it's got quite a small sole as well. So even though it is an extremely forgiving iron, it also looks a fantastic iron that inspires confidence for whoever plays it.